Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about the current kind of import issue. So many people are freaking out right now. I've heard so many different crazy things. One of the craziest being when Trump's war on opioids, he put a tariff on Kratom from China, so it's held up. I've heard it's the FDA and all this weird stuff, and to be honest, the truth isn't as exciting. But by what I understand, after talking to a few different vendors and exporters from Indonesia, is it's more of just like a hold-up thing. Remember, there have been some bad storms and there's an earthquake and stuff. One of the main airports, I think in Japan, that it usually exports out of was damaged in an earthquake. And Kratom has already been illegal in China, but they were allowing certain exports on their planes to come over to the US. But unfortunately, apparently Kratom extracts aren't allowed to be exported at all, period, even from Indo. So they found somebody trying to sneak through some extract, right? So then China kind of seized it and said, you know what, screw you guys. If you're going to try to take advantage of us, you know, no more Kratom coming through. So since China's not kind of the main throughway for us, it's not the end of the world. I've also been told from several different sources that the 20th through the end of this month, exports will be coming back through again. The China thing was really only because they were patching up an airport, fixing it, before flights would be coming back through that way. Also, the other thing, I mean, if vendors get together, you could buy shipping containers, and it can be sent by sea if you need stuff sent right now. But anyways, it's not that serious. It's not the end of the world. Kratom hasn't stopped coming. Like, I try to make sure I have enough to get through a couple months in case something like this happens. Plus, I mean, if you are worried about it, eventually all good things come to an end. Grow your own Kratom. It's not hard. It's easy. I fucking love it. And absolute worst case, I just up my own production a little bit, and I could easily be taking care of myself with all my Kratom needs. Like, if you're worried that it's gonna stop, just grow your own. It's not hard. I mean, the majority of these videos are aimed to help people with the same passion in Kratom and growing. But the important thing, I come back to the last video of get together on a more localized, smaller scale basis and fight. I mean, inform all your legislators, your representatives of what Kratom does for us and the benefit that it could have on our country, especially in the opioid epidemic. Imagine the treatments, and pain pills, and everything that could be created if they just stopped fighting it and did a little bit of their own research into Kratom. It's gonna take us to fight against their greed and convince them that this is something that's in the best interest of the health of the country instead of just the best interest of, you know, the top 1% financially. Okay? But the important takeaway is no, Kratom imports haven't just stopped. And also something to keep in mind, something like this happens at least once a year, and it's been that way for years. Sometimes people are a little bit louder about it than other times. Like this time, people are freaking out and trying to cause panic, and so many people are spreading shit that's just not true. Okay? This happens all the time. There's always some sort of little issue. It's fine.